Life with no internet, not even interdimensional cable. What's up, Rick? Didn't know you had a bald spot. Oh, let's go. Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, I have no internet, no cable, nothing. I'm living like it's 1998 or something. Even earlier, I had cable back then. I've had cable since the 80s, but no internet, right? I can't imagine myself being without internet. I never could. And I go as far back as the days of America Online and CompuServe, you know, trying to get online with a little disc via modem. And I remember the very first time I got online, I had built a computer on my own from parts and stuff, and I got the disc from America Online, and I would switch up sometimes with CompuServe. Some of you guys would remember there's Prodigy and different companies out there, and you would get so many hours of internet with every disc. So before I even subscribed to the internet, that's what I had in dial-up. And ever since then, I've had some sort of internet, right? And now it's not that I don't have internet. Of course, I have internet on my phones and my iPad, but I don't have internet at home. So I've been having to deal with not being able to upload content. You know, like I shoot videos and you know, I either go to McDonald's, I go to Starbucks, other places in order to film this stuff, you know, and having the you know, work and school, everything else has just been challenging to say the least. But let me tell you what, guys, this is when I embrace being a retro gamer. And yes, as you can see, you know, I have my little shrine over here just to get out of this complete stress, right, and the other stuff that happened. But you know, I'll tell you what, I'm embracing the games that I have. You know, I have the arcade stick, the Pandora stick. I was playing that. I was playing Willow, of all things. You know, that old arcade game, and I was surprised how well it holds up for a retro game, right? Because you know, it's a platformer, but it has some RPG elements to it. I have also been playing a lot of Persona 4, believe it or not, because as you can remember, I acquired the PS3 system, the one that's backwards compatible to the PS1. So I want to go a little bit through my Shin Megami Tensei Persona, you know, backlog that I have, and I really want to play those games. You know, whether or not I put them on the channel, you know, I don't know. It's been out there, you know. So I mean, I don't know that I can bring anything new except for me learning how to play these games. How fun can that be, right? And, you know, I pulled out my Dreamcast and looking at the games that I have there. So, as far as the gaming side of it, I'm not lacking for anything. But there have been some challenges, right? Number one, check this out. Last weekend, I really wanted to play Gears 5. I have my Xbox, have the subscription. I'm waiting to go. I go over to my son's house because he has internet. And guess what? Xbox Live is down. Down. So no Gears 5 for me, right? And then also, the Super Nintendo comes online for the Switch, but since I don't have internet connection, I can't play it at home. I have to go, I have to go out to play it, right? But it's a very nice addition. I'm really happy with it because I'm a huge fan of the Super Nintendo. And right away, there was two games in there that I saw that I wanted to play. The first one I'll share with you, which was F-Zero, right? And it's a game that I really wanted to play when this console came out, but I couldn't, you know, I could tell you a bunch of excuses. The real fact of the matter is we couldn't afford it back then. We couldn't afford to buy that game. We had, you know, a couple of games. F-Zero was never at that time a game that was cheap. As a matter of fact, games are still the same price now as they were back then. So people don't complain about game prices, you know. But yeah, that was a pleasant surprise to the Nintendo Switch. I'm waiting for Sayonara Wild Hearts. I'm waiting for my mini Genesis to come in. And look at all this stuff, guys. I mean, how can I complain, right? You know, a lot of times when you go through challenges in life, you forget about the things you have because you're looking forward to the things that maybe you're planning to get and didn't get for whatever reason. You know, and for me, when I look at this, I just look, wow, you know, I mean, there's so much here to get to, right? And so many games here that I own that I haven't played yet, that I've, you know, maybe played a little bit, that I really want to get into. And that would be a good time, guys. Why I don't have internet? Well, it's kind of complicated, but basically has to do with the owners of this place not wanting to modify their home in any way, right? That's basically what it is. And the only internet I could get in this place wouldn't be good enough to upload videos anyway. So, and for the amount of time that I'm going to be here, it's not really worth the investment that I would have to make in order to, you know, be online. So I'll just have to, you know, live with it for a few months, and hopefully you guys stick around, you know. But in the meantime, you know, I've been looking out there, see what I can find. I've found different things. I'm very happy that I have the Wii U now, and I have, you know, a place where I can play my, you know, my Wii games and the few Wii U games that I have. I also pulled out the Retron 5 out of storage, which is great, you know, and I just need to plug it in. Unfortunately, I only have one monitor right now. I left the other one in Los Angeles because I just didn't have enough room in the car for all the stuff that I brought. So I'm waiting to get that stuff down here. But other than that, guys, you know, everything is good. I'm better than most, not as good as some. I'm happy with my games right now. You know, I'm on the struggle just like everybody else, you know, but it's a good kind of struggle. It's working towards something kind of struggle, you know. And that is really, you know, the rewarding part of it, you know, is that I know that I'm working towards something that I'm really going to enjoy in the future. Now, what I'm working on now, guys, and I'm going to start writing the series, and I planned it a couple of times before, but I just haven't felt comfortable enough to do it, is a Japanese episode, and just bringing you up to date of where I'm at, you know, as far as my studies, what I've learned, what I've struggled with, and to give you a realistic view of what it takes to learn Japanese and why I wanted to learn Japanese, and my journey that has been, you know, this love of the Japanese language ever since I was a kid. But I wanted to give you just a real quick update of what's going on, you know, with the channel, why the, you know, content that I have and the way I've been uploading it. I wish I could have, you know, better production value and all that stuff, but I'm just not in a place where I can do it, you know, and you know, at the heart of it is YouTube is broadcasting yourself, right? I'm not going to broadcast an image that isn't true. It's, you know, that is not what's going on. You know, I really want to leave a true representation of what was going on at this time, you know, for not only for my kids, for my grandkids and posterity of what it was like to be in this time in my life and what that journey was, you know, not only here in the US but overseas, and all the different things that happened to me, and how video games helped me navigate through a bunch of that stress, you know, and right now they really are, you know, they really are. It's football season. That's something else that I like, you know, watching and doing statistics for and stuff like that. So, you know, there's plenty of things that I can do in my free time. But one of the things that always brings me back to center and keeps me thankful for what I have is looking at my video game collection and you know, just looking back inside of me and thinking, you know what, there's a purpose, there's a struggle. There was one time where I couldn't see myself even owning 20 video games, and now I have more than 20. Alright guys, thank you for joining me on another episode. If you want to hit me up, remember I'm on Twitter at GenX_gamer_, and send me a message. Alright guys, I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and remember,
Never be afraid to be happy. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.